Welcome everyone. Today we have our another new episode and we will discuss on AI role in the gig economy and freelance platform. So Mr. Mahabub Alam, he is from London and he has his own company who is heavily involved with emerging economy, especially with his company, and his company actually producing a lot of job in emerging economy, country like India, Bangladesh and Pakistan. On the other hand, we have our expert and our fellow Dr. Tamanna Khoshla, who has clear contributions on talent economy, artificial intelligence, as well as policy developments. So first, I would like to welcome Mr. Mahabub. And my first question for you, how can AI enhance the matching process between freelancer and employers on gig economy platform?
Okay, your question I can see is on display. Thank you very much, Mr. Sharif. And definitely, artificial intelligence is now bread and butter for our business, especially in regulatory consultancy, and also in some legal tasks that we are doing at the moment, and also in terms of any policy making as initial draft. If I need to make, then I straight away ask nowadays ChatGPT, which is a paid version, is very, I mean, I think 4.0 versions, legal versions. It helps me a lot because it saves my 90% of my research time. I used to use Google, but I have to read a lot of links, a lot of pages. Plenty of time I had to take. Now I don't take really that much of time, and also to organize, copy and paste, putting referencing everything all together. It is actually saving my time by 90% of my drafting or any research or any question that I have in my mind. I straight away go to ChatGPT and use that as a basis of information, and then also I read them very well and understand them very well, whether they are in relevant context, they are right or not, because I do verify with the other sources that I have in my own research, and that has helped me quite a lot. I would say once upon a time we used to use Microsoft Office for our daily office management. Nowadays, for the research, for the development, for my any of my question that needs to be answered, I don't use Google much. Rather, I use ChatGPT, which is helping me a lot as an assistant. 5 people's assistant is doing in a daily basis. So in this context, I would recommend everyone use ChatGPT. Not only that, similar technology that is helping a lot. So in our, Asian country, if I hire someone, probably he might not be able to give me that much of resources that I want in a shorter period of time, but at least someone can answer my question, which is ChatGPT. This is the AI contribution in my business. But in terms of outsourcing into third world country like Bangladesh, China, Pakistan, they can also use this technology or similar technology, which is ChatGPT has got, I think, 30 plus different type of design and other variated software that can be used for your design services, for your logo branding, or other integration services. So those tools you can use for your business. So I'm using it on my own. When I'm using this, technically I'm using it for my technical resources or primary resources, but my staff can do that from third world country. If I hire them, they can do that for me, and they can give me a additional services, like they can add some more content into my research, and then they can give me a final version of the research of the product or services that I want for my client. So that's all I can say, that third world country people are cheaper, and they are educated, and they are technically sound, they have a stable internet, and they have resources like computer, they have a resource like even remotely they can have mobile access and mobile internet as well, and which is quite faster and quite stable as well. It's like nowadays it's 4G network as well in Bangladesh, even 4.5 sometimes you get in a village, I would say. So technically, we can use ChatGPT. At the same time, we can use skill resources from third world country like Bangladesh, India, Pakistan, and save our time even more than 90% to some extent. It can vary as well. So that's the bottom line of my, I mean, answer of this question. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Tamanna. My next question for you. What ethical consideration arise from using AI to manage gig workers, such as task allocation, what Mr. Mahbub trying to say, and performance monitoring? Can you unmute, please, Dr. Tamanna?
Yes, as Dr. Khan was also saying, the gig economy has come a long way from its humble beginning, morphing into an ecosystem, which ecosystem rich with opportunities and challenges. So I mean, as Dr. Khan was also saying that it's a it is for the emerging economies. It's a major asset, and for India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, we need to come together to build a structure of gig economy, which helps people develop technology, help people develop their technologies. And traditionally, the freelance landscape was synonymous with piecemeal work, often undervalued and overlooked by the larger worker force. However, technological advancement, chiefly the internet, catalyzed a systemic shift, expanding the horizon for freelancer worldwide. But its integration of artificial intelligence that poised to redefine the very fabric of gig economy. So I guess gig economy can do really well, with an AI structure built into the whole structure of emerging economies. And before delving into AI's transformative role, it's vital to understand the evolutionary trajectory of freelancing. The gig economy's roots can be traced back to independent artisans and merchants, but the modern freelance movement burgeoned with the digitalization of platforms, connecting talents to demands on a never before seen scale. Websites like Upwork and Fiverr democratized access to freelance work and making it a viable career path for many. The rise of gig economy brought about a paradigm shift in work culture, emphasizing flexibility, autonomy, and the pursuit of passion projects. However, it also unveiled challenges such as job security, income predictability, and need for continuous skill development. So, in a gig economy, which is a prelude to AI's influence, new kind of jobs, etc., can will develop over the 50 years from now. We have new technologies coming up, and so this economy is going to burgeon into a economy which is um, not just technology based but also help monetarily to people. For example, in the past we had artisans who were working for it. Now we'll need to improvise on uh, our artisans. They need to learn these technologies. So I mean, for example, in Bangladesh, the textile industry is a major boost. So I mean, if this technology along with the artisans brains and technologies are combined, we would have a lovely system. And for example, in India we have Varanasi and Assam, where uh, we have a lot of technology. We have a lot of textile based technology out there. So if these structures were to be improved with the help of AI, it would lead to major economic growth for our countries. So I guess that is what I would like to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mahbub. My next question for you: in what ways can AI help freelancers increasing productivity and optimize their work process? If you elaborate your experience from your point of view, from your company.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sharif. And I just earlier mentioned these points really, a bit of summarized versions, but I will give you some sort of example that how I came across this. Especially the productivity is get enhanced by AI quite a lot. My colleague, I asked him to prepare an audit report structure based on some other big four firm like KPMG, Deloitte, or PwC. So I never had that resource because these are so much private and confidential report. So I had to instruct ChatGPT to give me some sort of format, and to build up a format, it might take 5 days or 1 week more than that. But believe me, I get surprised when I ask to ChatGPT, and they give me within 2 minutes the nice professional structure of an audit report that helps me a lot. I mean, saving my time by 7 days. So my colleague can ask a simple question: give me a professional audit report, which is a financial audit report structure based on KPMG, PwC, or other big four firms. So it will give you within a 2 minute time, and you can amend it. You can even enhance it by using ChatGPT to produce that audit report structure, and then you can feed in your information, client's information, and then you can restructure it and make a final report. So if I give this job to a guy which has got no idea about the audit report structure, or he has started audit but he never did it in practical life, and I don't have as a farm owner what sort of structure is there. So even if I want to do it, I can instruct that guy, can you ask this question to ChatGPT, and you will get a nice format. It is save my time by instructing him to use ChatGPT to make an audit report, which will give you a kickstart to start the job, and by saving 7 days. And 7 days equivalent to, if I say in the UK format, £100, I mean, in a day. So 7 days will be, I think, £700. I'm saving £700 by spending 2 minutes in ChatGPT. Plus, it is costing me in a month $20, which is very cheap. So that is the implication in my farm at the moment, that I am saving quite a lot of time. Not only that, if I have to get a demographic profile of a business plan for a certain business like money transfer business that I am in, so it will give me a very summarized and professional way of presentation of considering London or surrounding areas of a money transfer business within London. So my colleague can do that within 2 minutes or 3 minutes time. He can get all the information in a percentage, in a numbers, on a tabular format, or in a pie chart, or in a graphical presentation. He can get a kickstart from there to start with, and then he can blend more information, he can add more information into the business plan, and that will be submitted to financial conduct authority. Like in the UK, it is a regulatory authority, so we use that format to submit to a authority. So this AI is helping us a lot. I never used it too much, but in recent, like last 4 months, I'm using it too much. And for my every question of my mind, I'm asking to ChatGPT and helping me a lot to answer me. And you need to know how to handle ChatGPT. You need to code, or you need to instruct how to use ChatGPT. Then it will give you the optimum, benefit of your firm. In terms of productions. Thank you.
Thank you. What we call the prompt engineering. So we need to train our people with prompt engineering, and by this way,
Yes.
we can gain
Yeah.
more success for the company. Dr. Tamanna, my
Yes.
next question for you: how might AI impact income inequality in the gig economy, especially regarding freelance work opportunity in developing countries? So, India is the biggest hub for freelancing team and uh, outsourcing team. So, how does it work? How it help your economy? Can you unmute, please?
Yeah, so Dr. Sharif, AI's influence on gig economy, especially economies like India, is multifaceted. So, for example, it enhances productivity. So, not just technology, as far as that, as we are in an agrarian society, it's going to enhance productivity in a major way. AI tools automate administrative tasks, freeing up more time for creative and income generating activities. Then it opens new avenues. It opens new avenues in every sector of the economy, be it crops, be it agriculture, be it corporate sector, be it the legal sector, anywhere. I mean, it's a major help. And as Mr. Khan was also saying that it is of help of chat gpt is something which is like what we would have in previous times would have done, would have taken a month or something. Now we can do it in like 4 5 minutes. So I guess it's very cost effective, and also optimizing client interactions. So algorithms must match freelancers with clients, predicting project success and fit, thus streamlining the acquisition processes. So, I mean, it leads to, for example, smart contract management system. So, AI-driven contract management tools are changing the game for freelancers by automating the negotiation, and enforcement of contract terms. This means less time spent on administrative tasks and more on actual productive work. Platforms such as Contract Book and Bonsal use AI to generate, review, and manage contract, ensuring that freelancers are protected without hassle, back and forth negotiations. Then also workflows optimization tools. With the help of AI, freelancers can now optimize their workforce like never before. Todoist and Trello, integrated with AI algorithms, provide personalized task management solutions that adapt to the freelancer's workplace style, promoting efficiency and minimizing time wasted. Then AI enhanced creative tools. For the creative professionals are out there, AI has brought about a paradigm shift in how content is created and edited. Tools such as Canvas or AI powered design assist and Grammarly writing assistants make it easier for freelancers to produce high quality work with fewer efforts. These tools not only suggest improvements but also learn from the user's inputs to provide tailored advice. So, like what I'm basically trying to say is that it leads to a personalized client interaction. So, I mean, between a farmer and an agency which is kind of trying to sell each other their materials, a proper way of looking at AI in these setups has to be done in our countries, because we are agrarian societies, and we have to look at these structures in a way that there is no harm done to the farmers, as well as fast as possible technologies are able to garner support for farmers, and technology can do that in a major way. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I also learned a lot of things from today's session. I think that today's sessions will be very helpful for the youth communities in South Asia. My last question for Mr. Mahbub. Uh, can AI-driven freelancer platform create a more inclusive gig economy by providing opportunities for underserved communities? I know that you are trying to develop your not-for-profit organizations, and how does it how does it work, especially for underserved communities? And my final question: what is your closing remarks for today's session?
Thank you, Mr. Sharif. I mean, underserved community, if you tell me that they are not within the mainstream economy, they're a bit of like isolated in terms of mainstream economy. You can say some religious practitioners, it could be Muslim, like masjid, mosque, or madrasa, which are bit of religious based education system. They are not really within the mainstream. they're part of our economy, but they're not using AI at all. And they're not aware of any artificial intelligence at all. They are not aware of any education or commanding activities that they can use for the for their activities, like they can improve their understanding. But I believe that in these days, you might came across that uh, the AI has helped even the learning process. Once upon a time there was a teacher who used to teach, like a religious teacher who used to teach the Quran, and their explanations, their understanding, their elaboration, their explanations of hadith or other religious scripture. Nowadays you can get it in apps. The Quran, my wife is technically reading them in the apps, and if you press a button, that can be read aloud. Means you can listen them without even, I mean, teacher. So that is reducing the costing of your lesson or teaching. So that's it has been spread out into Google Play Store. I mean Google Play Store and iTunes as play. I mean media. So people can use this for their lesson. My boy, he is using this for their explanation. They don't understand Bangla, they understand English. So English explanation is there as well. If you want to translate it to other language, it can be easily translated to your to your language, which you understand. So translation barrier is gone. So you can say, I mean, Google Translator is also an AI translation. Nowadays I am really writing something or asking something to AI, and they give me a suggestion. So I use, I mean, Google large text translation to Bangla, to, I mean, for people who doesn't understand English very well, so who can read Bangla, and I use that and I copy and paste into my Facebook. So some of my writing, they are completely within 1 or 2 minutes. I am writing an article within 5 minutes. So it's never been happened before. So now, if that minority people are the group that has been isolated, they can use artificial intelligence to enhance their literacy, enhance their explanation, using those tools to even spread more accurate, I mean, explanation or directions to the people without confusing people, because there are a lot of, I mean, explanation you will do that will confuse other people, especially religious facts. So that can be used in an accurate basis. And if you review that AI content very very well with the expert, I believe people will be in the same chapter without confusion. So I believe the AI can help in that way to reduce the confusion, increasing the efficiency and effectiveness of the learning process of those minority group who are really capable to use those things. Nowadays, phone is with everyone, apps is available with everyone, internet is available. They can download those apps. They can learn thousands of Arabic, lessons from those apps easily, and they can develop further. They can even increase the accuracy of those explanations because they are being expert from their teachers. And if their teacher are wrong, they can rectify them as well, by starting and by developing those contents and spreading towards the world. Because one day there was no teacher in North Arena, like in the UK Wales, of the Quran teaching or any Hindu scripture. Nowadays, from Asia to England, within a 1 hour session, you can teach your students, and you can get your money in Bangladesh or Pakistan for your religious class. My boy is taking religious class from Bangladesh, from Pakistan. Because of artificial intelligence or easy of communication, video chatting, audio chatting, you can use it. Even my boy is not stopping there. They're using, believe me, they're using Amazon Alexa for their all sort of interactions. In terms of any question they have, they can play, they can ask Amazon any question, they can have the answer. And nowadays, believe me, I don't have to teach them. They're using AI on a daily basis. I mean, so as a parent, I am not burdensome to teach them something new and they are having mathematical. They're asking question to Alexa, 1 plus 1 how much is equal to 2. So that's interesting for them. And then they say 1 million plus 1 million plus 2 million. They make it puzzled and then they get the answers. They play with Amazon Alexa. So same thing, these minority people, they can have these tools, they can play with it with in Arabic style, or their, I mean, sort of their knowledge style. They can serve themselves using AI. So I believe that will enhance the efficiency, effectiveness, learning process, and they can also enter into the mainstream by learning English as well. Because without English, they cannot really enter into the mainstream. So they can learn English from Amazon Alexa or other sort of medias or using AI. Nowadays, I have seen another AI tool that will teach you English. The lady is talking, and if you're making a mistake in your conversation, the lady will make you we will rectify you. So we talk a lot, but we make mistake in grammar, and I mean, artificial intelligence will give you the rectification that did you mean to say this? No, you should not say this way, but you should say this way. So that sort of video, I mean, artificial intelligence apps has come to the industry, and that apps can be used by those minority people, and they can enhance their English language learning ability, and they can enter into the mainstream economy. So that's my understanding about those minority people who can use those apps and enhance their capability. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Dr. Tamanna, what's your closing remarks for today's session?
Yeah, yeah, I actually agree with the Dr. Khan that I mean AI can help, chat GPT, etc. All of these can help in religious education, and like many of our children who want to learn things like Quran, Bhagavad Gita, etc. That it's going to be of help. But as far as Hinduism is concerned, what we look, I mean, I don't have much knowledge about Islam as such, but what I feel is that people in Hinduism learn more by practice. So if a guru is not somebody who has uh, practiced it in her or his uh, in her conduct, people will not be able to follow it. So what ethicality of AI is a must, and people need to understand that till the time the because chat GPT, etc., would not be able to show the real ethics of the whole thing. So what, for that you need a person, and the person has to be a practitioner of what morals the person is teaching. So when you teach a model, for example, Mahatma Gandhi, I mean, just to tell you an anecdote, one lady went to Mahatma Gandhi and said that my child does not leave sugar. What do I do? So Mahatma Gandhi said, you please come after 1 week. So, okay, the parents go back. Then they come after 1 week. Then Mahatma Gandhi says to the child that why now you leave the sugar. So the parents asked, why didn't you tell us 1 week back? He said, because even I was having sugar. So till the time you don't stop, you don't practice some certain things, you will not be able to teach others. So I guess uh, humans are extremely important to AI, and AI can't replace humans in a real sense. So we need the help of both in these things, and bring about a structural change in the world and bring more peace as much as possible. Thank you.
Thank you. This is an
Thank
excellent discussion. Thank you, Mr. Mahbub Alam, and thank you, Dr. Tamanna, for your excellent contribution for today's session. I request all of our audience, please share our content as much as possible with the government agency, corporation, and academia. World Talent Economic Forum working like an institution, and we are focusing on emerging economy with the help of developed nation. Definitely we are focusing right now with the scientific innovations. So the team, those who want to contribute for research and innovation, they can collaborate with World Talent Economic Forum, and we can help you to uplift more emerging economy people. So AI is the way that how we can go for more innovations, how we can solve many complex problems, and next few years we can contribute for emerging economy. So thank you everyone for joining today's sessions. Please share our content as much as possible. See you in the next episode.
Thank you.